This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
The CBI to investigate all those threats to AIMK Chief Ms. Jayalalitha ahead of a Madurai rally. The government bows to the opposition pressure. Shutters down. That's what the Madras High Court has told Sterlite Industries. Environmentalists welcome the judiciary's zero pollution policy. Chennai has always been known for communal harmony, but ahead of the Ayodhya verdict, the cops take no chances.
Just to avoid any kind of miscreants coming and creating any problems, we will have the enhanced presence of policemen.
If these scenes of infighting were bad enough, look at this mass suicide threat at the Tamil Nadu Congress headquarters. The situation is diffused. After that bitter pill from Amma, the health authorities given and promised free swine flu vaccines for the poor. Chennai gets a new corporation commissioner. D. Karthikeyan replaces the proactive Rajesh Dakoni, who is now the new Metro Water boss. Good evening and welcome to Headlines Now. I'm Sanjay Pinto. We begin this bulletin with a prayer on our lips for peace and harmony in the country ahead of the crucial Ayodhya verdict that will be delivered on Thursday afternoon. Over the next 30 minutes, when others give you news packages, our reporters bring you the latest news, piping hot on all our big stories. Sai Manish on the CBI probe on the threats to Amma, Pir Mohammed on the court ruling on Sterlite Industries, Salim on the security apparatus in Chennai for the Ayodhya verdict, Shabir Ahmed on the Congress infighting, and Lokpriya Vasudevan on the change of guard at Ripon Building. Alright, let's also look at our national headlines. Thursday, 3 p.m. That's when the much-awaited verdict of the Ayodhya title suit will be pronounced. The Supreme Court rejects the petition to defer the judgment. Let the games begin. You'll hear these words soon as many participants shift from hotels to the Commonwealth Games flats. The ruling party's troubled child shifts the blame in the 2G spectrum scandal to the telecom players. MPs signed their increment checks. Now workers of the UPA's flagship NREGS scheme to demand a hike in wages. And India's Nightingale Lata Mangeshkar cuts her cake. At 81, she still croons and mesmerizes. The big national news today, the much-awaited verdict on the 60-year-old Ayodhya land dispute will be delivered on the 30th of September. That's on Thursday. Today, a three-judge bench, that's a constitution bench of the Supreme Court headed by the Chief Justice of India, cleared the decks for the Lucknow bench of the Allahabad High Court to pronounce its verdict in the case. The apex court, in a unanimous decision, rejected a petition to defer the verdict in the case. The petition was filed by a retired bureaucrat, and he sought the postponement of the verdict for a possible out-of-court settlement. One of the three judges on the Lucknow bench hearing the title suit, D.V. Sharma, retires on Friday, the 1st of October. So this is before he retires. Chennai has always been an example of communal harmony, but the city police has an elaborate security arrangement in place. Additional Commissioner Law and Order Shakil Akhtar says his officers will be on their toes.
And our officers have already spoken to different people and they have told us very categorical they will be cooperating with the maintenance of general law and order. And Chennai police in large public have been quite nice, cooperative, peace-loving. So we don't expect any problem. However, just to avoid any kind of miscreants coming and creating any problems, we will have the enhanced presence of policemen on the day of Judgment Day, so that any kind of situations is handled quite well. We don't expect any problem. So there is no question of any sensitive places, but all the important places where this large gathering of the public and all, police presence will be, enhanced.
All right, let's now cut across to my colleague Salim, who covers the crime beat every day. Salim, thank you for joining us on Headlines Now. What else did Shakil Akhtar tell you off the record, or what are the other officers tell you? How many policemen are likely to be positioned for the special bandobast on D-Day on Thursday?
Sanjay, around 14,000 policemen will be on their toes on 30th. Also, the police say that the public need not have any security anxieties over the Ayodhya verdict. The police very clearly say that there will be heavy deployment of force in sensitive areas with a history of communal disharmony. All the holidays to be availed by the policemen are cancelled, and the policemen will be on duty 24/7. Visible policing will be maximized. Also, the police say that they don't foresee any untoward incidents, as they already convened a meeting with the with the religious heads in the city to maintain communal harmony. No preventive arrests are being made as of now, and the police say that there will not be any traffic diversions on 30th. And finally, Mr. Shakil Akhtar said that he hopes, he believes that Chennai will remain peaceful as always. Sanjay?
Thank you very much, Salim. That's what we also believe, and we all hope and pray that this day passes off without any untoward incident, not just in Chennai but across the country. Well, moving on, after a series of threat letters, allegations, counter-allegations hurled at each other, there's a new development in the drama around Ms. Jayalalitha and her mailbox. The CBI will now probe the death threats directed to the AIADMK Supremo and former Chief Minister after the Home Ministry gives its nod. The principal opposition has been stepping up pressure ever since the first complaint was lodged a month ago. The letter sought details about the action taken, including who were questioned and details of arrests made. Now, in the past 1 month, the office of the AIADMK-backed Jaya TV had received threat letters warning Ms. Jayalalitha of dire consequences if she went ahead with her rally slated for the 18th of October in Madurai. And this district, as we all know, is considered the stronghold and bastion of Union Minister and Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi's son, M.K. Alagiri. He is yet to inherit a political legacy, but Union Minister M.K. Alagiri has certainly inherited the wit of his father and the capacity, shall we say, to dodge inconvenient questions. Take a look.
நான் பேப்பரை பார்க்கல நீங்கள் நான் காலையில் வேறு வேலையாக இருந்தேன் நான் என்னென்ன
சார் நீங்கள் நாகர்கோவில் மீட்டிங்க்கு போகாததுக்கு வந்து அதை பற்றி நிறைய விமர்சனம் ஆயிருக்கு பேப்பர்லாம் வந்து உங்களுக்கும்
பேப்பர்காரங்க நிறைய விளம்பரம் எனக்கு கொடுக்குறாங்க அதுக்காக நன்றி
உங்கள் ஆட்கள் தான் யாரோ த்ரெட் லெட்டர் அமைச்சுக்கிறான்னு சொல்கிறாங்க
தெரியலங்க அதை பற்றி எனக்கு தெரியாது அதை அவங்களா பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்குது அந்த இது ஒரு விஷயம் சொல்கிறீங்களா நமக்கு தெரியாது என்னங்க இப்போ மதுரையிலேருந்து சென்னை வந்திருக்கேன் இப்போ மதுரையிலேருந்து சென்னை வந்திருக்கேன் அதான் அது வரைக்கும் நியூஸ் போட்டுங்க சார் எலெக்ஷன் வேலை பார்க்க வருவாங்கல்ல அதான் யாரும் அவ்வளோ தூரம் ஜோசி வச்சுருக்கீங்க.
All right, Alagiri there is sarcastic best. I've interviewed him many times and I can tell you he is an interviewer's delight, but not if you want interesting copy. All right, Sai Manish now joins us from the newsroom. Manish, this is very strange because the government all along had maintained that there's no law and order problem here, that Ms. Jayalalitha's security had been taken care of. In fact, Mr. Karunanidhi also said that she was getting the security she was entitled to, which is the highest category, Z+ category of security. What really forced the government to blink first this time and to actually hand over the case to the CBI?
Well, Sanjay, not just that, in fact, there were also newspaper advertisements which were issued to state that all is well with Jayalalitha's security. But of course, the thing that seems to have driven here is that 1 month has gone by. There are 5 cases which are registered for 4 letters. All of them have originated in Madurai. And of course, all along, AIADMK has been claiming that not only has the Tamil Nadu police made a joke out of the investigation, in fact, the Tamil Nadu police ended up arresting a DMK cadre who had not even passed his class 3rd exams. They arrested him for having written the letter and the handwriting did not match. And after that, of course, there were allegations flying thick and fast that Alagiri might be involved in this. In fact, an allegation which was not refuted by Alagiri himself, but by his sister Kanimuri during the Nagarkovil meet of the DMK. So all along, the apprehensions in the AIADMK have been that Jayalalitha is under threat and certain miscreants within the DMK are planning to derail her rally, which is supposed to be taking place on October 18th. And they clearly were not satisfied that under Karunanidhi government, and the Tamil Nadu police would be able to do a fair job of it, and hence call the CBI to do the job.
Right. Right, Manish, of course, those allegations DMK insiders say were completely baseless, but of course, Ms. Jayalalitha's former ministers actually had gone and met Jnana Desikan, the Home Secretary of the state, asking for that CBI probe a few weeks ago. So let the truth come out is what the government would now say. And of course, Ms. Jayalalitha, we know, has decided to go ahead, come what may, with that Madurai rally. Moving on, and what comes as a stern warning to industries flouting environmental norms. The Madras High Court has ordered closure of Sterlite Industries in the Tuticorin district of Tamil Nadu. The industry, which is located within the prohibited 25-kilometer distance from the coast, threatening the fragile Gulf of Mannar Bioreserve in the area. The National Trust for Clean Environment had earlier challenged the environmental clearance given to the factory in 1996. But this now is obviously a huge blow for Sterlite's major expansion plans to become the world's single location copper smelting factory. The court has also directed the company to compensate its workers and the district administration to provide them alternate employment. Environmental activists seem very pleased with this latest development and are hoping that many more companies that violate the law will be caught in the act soon enough.
The unit is located within 25 kilometers from an ecologically fragile area. There is in fact a GO which prohibits the establishment of any highly polluting unit within a distance of 25 kilometers from an ecologically fragile area. This was not taken into consideration. And the huge quantum of waste to be generated by the unit each day. And these are wastes containing very harmful metals such as arsenic and selenium, but there was no application of mind to the quantum of waste generated.
All right, our High Court correspondent Peer Mohammed now joins us live from the newsroom. Peer, tell us clearly, take us through the twists and turns in this particular case.
Yes, Sanjay, when the case came up for hearing today, for the final hearing today, the judges clearly mentioned that the government agencies, the union government agency and the state government agency, the Pollution Control Board, have shown undue haste in granting permission, and the prerequisite public hearing was not conducted prior to setting up of this highly polluting industry. The industry, particularly the copper smelting plant, which is known for polluting the ecology in and around, is given the go-ahead without conducting the mandatory public hearing. That is one thing they have said. Also, they have said that the Maharashtra government has denied permission considering all these factors. But why has the government agencies given undue haste in granting this permission? That is one thing. And also they have said that ecologically fragile Gulf of Mannar will be badly affected because of this. Sanjay?
Peer, what about the other industries? Of course, now they've ordered the closure of Sterlite, but there are several other industries, many in Kadalur especially, which in fact indiscriminately pollute the environment. What about these industries? Is this a larger warning to the other industries as well?
Sanjay, looks like that because clearly the judges have said the courts cannot sit quiet on such a largely polluting industry. Because particularly this the petitioners include the MDMK General Secretary Vaiko and the CATU who represent the employees and other CPA and other parties, and they have said when there is such a large public outcry, how come the agencies have given the go ahead, how the government has given the go ahead, and this is a clear warning to other industries also who are said to be polluting in, as you said, Kadalur and Nagapattinam areas.
All right, thank you very much, Peer Mohammed there joining us from the newsroom at the Hindu office. But time now for a short break. Coming up, more on today's big IAS reshuffle. Stay tuned.